In the last video, we talked about the rule of thumb for getting rid of things being tell your kids and family members, come and get it. If you're not quite ready for that, then rule number 4 for getting rid of things might be more your speed. Rule of thumb for getting rid of things, number 4, don't wait until you have to. Start getting rid of things now. Hi, I'm Kelly Vandever. I'm a realtor in the Atlanta, Georgia area with Keller Williams North Atlanta. I remember the last few times I visited with my grandmother in Iowa. My grandmother lived to be 103, and it was in her early 90s was the first time I remember her giving me something from out of her house. She reached over to a shelf and picked up this little ceramic pitcher, like pouring type of pitcher, and handed it to me and said, "Here, take this." Other things she gave me over the years were pictures of me when I was a little kid, pictures of me that I had given her from when we had gone to visit them. She even gave me a letter that I had written to her when I was in the 6th grade. "Here, take this." None of these tchotchkes had any special significance to me, but I took them and I kept them in the pictures for several years, even though with a lot of the pictures I already had duplicates. If you're watching this, you probably remember back in the olden days when they would give us 2 of every picture. Then in the last few years that my dad spent in his house, he started doing the same thing to my brother and I. At first I was like, "No thanks, Dad," because I didn't want to add to my collection of things. But eventually I got a little smarter and I started taking those things, even if I wasn't planning on keeping it. We knew he had cognitive impairment, which if it continued, we knew would mean that he would eventually need to move. So why not start getting rid of things as we go along? Whether it's your items or your parents' things, it's never too soon to start clearing stuff out. I had trouble deciding if this should be Rule 1 or Rule 2 or Rule 3 or Rule 4. It doesn't really matter. Whichever is easier for you. If a family member admires your blue and gold tea set and it's not something you use or something that brings you joy, go ahead and offer it to them. Or surprise them with it for Christmas. The rule of thumb, then, for getting rid of things is it's never too soon to start. If you need some help buying or selling a house in the metro Atlanta area, reach out. Let's set up a time to talk.